Welcome back to Sam's Garage, presented by NH Oil Undercoating. While Sam and Doug wait for parts to arrive, they install the brake booster, run the fuel lines, and mount the fuel filter for the 57 Thunderbird. Once the fuel lines are completed, they'll be ready to install the custom-made gas tank.
All right, so this week, Doug and I are gonna get ahead of the game by installing some components. We're still waiting on some things. We have to make a new fuel tank, but I got a fuel system from Holley. I have the hydraulics from American Powertrain and the brake booster from Jamco. We're gonna install these because we got a supply chain problem.
Yeah, the supply chains, we're like everybody else. We're waiting on parts, so we're gonna do on our build what we can do, what we can get done for you guys today, but you know, we're having issues as well.
Yeah, you don't wanna put the build on the back burner until you get all the parts, you know?
Well, how do I agree? Let's just get after what we can do.
These push-to-lock hose ends are really nice. They make it very easy. They push on. They're nice and clean. They're barbed. They'll never come off. That's a nice way to go, and they save you a little bit of money as well.
Just want to do a real quick tech tip on drilling holes. Drilling holes is something that somebody thinks is going to be real easy or real fast to do, but what's real important when you're drilling a hole is first thing, if you have a hole you want to do, you either want to use a transfer punch or a center punch just to go ahead and align where your hole is. Then you want to use a smaller drill first to go ahead and pilot your hole. And then if it's a larger hole, then use larger drills and step it out. You'll find it goes a lot faster and it's a lot less effort.
I'm gonna put this filter on. There's a ground strap right here, okay? Because we drilled and tapped, we are in bare metal, so the ground's gonna transfer through my hardware. In your case, if you're not gonna do that, scrape off the paint because this is to prevent static electricity. It makes everything a lot safer. So we got the fuel system run, we got the filter in place. All we gotta do is make a tank, run 2 lines to it. Next, we're gonna do the brake booster and the hydraulics. Get a little ahead of the game while we're waiting for the other parts to arrive. Forrest did a very awesome job fabricating a brand new aluminum fuel tank, baffled on the inside, ready to go, contours with the frame of the Thunderbird, and it's gonna hold almost 20 gallons of fuel.
Now that's great, this way I won't run out of gas.
Absolutely. So now what we do is we have ground for the fuel pump and the sending unit on the tank itself. That way I have a positive for the sending unit and a positive wire for the fuel pump. Right here where it bolts up to the frame, we're gonna scrape off both sides of one tab, scrape off the frame, and that's gonna give us our ground point. The brake booster fits. We had to scrape a little bit off the body, no problem. I chased the threads, so we're good to go there. We will have to re-engineer the clutch pedal. The full pedal assembly is not going to fit, but the second piece, the Willwood Master Universal that American Powertrain sent us, will fit with a little bit of ingenuity. So now I'm going to put in the Master. You're going to thread the bolts, and we're going to bolt it up. There you go. It may not be as cool, but it's going to work just fine. The fuel rail's transferred over, the fuel line's there, it clears the hood.
You know, Sam, I'm still not convinced. If we didn't just go ahead and cut that off, we glue it on here, it sure would look cool.
If we use good glue and you don't run any boost, we should be good. We just won't tell anybody.
We would.
That master cylinder worked out great. It cocked it just enough to clear the motor. The battery used to live there. The battery's going to be now relocated to the trunk. We will have to do some modifications to the clutch pedal.
You know, we will, but you know, Sam, this is one of the easier things that we've done on the car. I'm really glad it fit.
Absolutely, because a lot of other stuff just hasn't.